Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your love reading for October 2017. I am using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, and I've got one card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck, and I've got one from the Whispers of Love. So let's see what kind of love whispers we get today. What kind of whispering is happening today? All right, turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. There's a lot of feathers in her hair, which makes me think of the air signs in the zodiac. And this card says attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Now, one thing I've noticed with both of these cards is they both talk about being in the moment. Look, and they're two women. They're both kind of looking dreamily with their eyes closed. And they both are talking about being in the moment. Allow yourself in this moment and enjoying this moment fully. So there's something about being in the moment. Either it's a message for you to be in the moment because you're not. Maybe you're thinking too much about things in your past or thinking ahead too much. Or you are very good about being in the moment. And that's reflected here in these cards. This is telling you to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So maybe you're in the moment and it's just telling you to go back and remember love in your past because maybe you're not feeling loved. This is the shadow card, and this is a new relationship right here, the Ace of Cups. The shadow card is the hidden energy. It's on the bottom of the deck after everything's been dealt. So it's hiding, it's subconscious, it's unconscious. Maybe you're starting to feel for somebody, but you're not recognizing those feelings for somebody. Maybe somebody cares for you and has feelings for you, and you're not recognizing that. But in some way, this is a new relationship, new feelings for someone, or someone has new feelings for you, and that's here. This card represents the theme for the month, and this is the Hanged Man. This is about feeling like someone left you hanging. You're feeling kind of stuck in a situation, and you feel like you've been left hanging out in the cold, hanging out in the woods, all alone, in the moment. In the moment, being reflective. In the moment, reflective of what happened, perhaps. And this is you hanging there. This is the card that represents you in the moment. Now, this was the theme. The theme is about being left hanging. Maybe you left somebody hanging. The theme is the Six of Pentacles, which has to do with charity and generosity. This represents you right here, is the charity and the generosity. So either you're somebody who's very generous, or you're in a position where you're in need of charity right now of some kind. You need help. You can't do it alone. This is the conflict. And the conflict is the Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment independent of a relationship. So maybe you're not feeling very happy at the moment, or maybe you don't want to be alone. This is also about being alone, and maybe this is a conflict because you don't want to find yourself in this situation where you're alone. I'm going to keep going because it becomes clear as I go on. This is the foundation. This is getting stabbed in the back. Either you've been stabbed in the back or you stabbed somebody in the back. This is a shallow victory where he's the winner, he wins, and she's the loser. But what was the cost? You know, what did this person win by stabbing her in the back? If there was lying or cheating or stealing or whatever happened where she was stabbed in the back, was it worth it? But this is somebody this is a shallow victory. When there's a victor, there's a victim. So was it worth it? And that's at the foundation here. So maybe if you feel stabbed in the back because someone left you hanging, maybe somebody left. This is in the past, and this is the Devil card. I always refer to this as the seductress. This is the perfect card for a love reading because she's sitting there at the trunk of the apple tree with her apple in her hand, kind of like saying, you know, yes, I tasted this apple. Come and get my apple. It was really great. And there's Pan playing his flute in the background. But she was somebody who was very seductive. Either that was someone in your life or that was you in the past. But this was something, she's the temptress. She was somebody who was very tempting. Or, you know, the Devil card does represent addictions, obsessions, compulsions. Online porn pops into my head. So I need to go with that and throw it out there. And this is something in the past. So the Devil card is usually something, it's that human excess. It's when you practice some kind of behavior excessively to the point where it's harmful to you, or it's harmful to your relationship, or it's harmful to the others around you. And that's what's showing up in the past. So maybe this was some kind of a sexual addiction, or, you know, online porn just keeps popping to my head. That's the message for somebody out there, you know, because that can interfere with your relationships. So I just need to throw that out there. And this is the current energies. The Two of Wands is about having to make a choice. You've come to a crossroads and you need to make a choice about which way you're going to go. So whatever was happening here, if someone left you hanging, or if someone stabbed you in the back, or if this was your behavior and you left someone hanging and you stabbed somebody in the back, but now there's a choice to be made about which way to go and what are you going to do. This is in the near future, and again, this is about a choice. This is about being unable to make a choice. The Two of Swords represents having to make a choice, but you're having difficulty with it. You've got the blindfolds on and you can't decide. You can't make that choice. And I think this card he's kind of got his eyes covered in this card as well. You know, so maybe it's about being introspective, being in the moment, and thinking things through. But maybe what you need to do is open your eyes and try to see it clearly. Maybe you're just not seeing it clearly. Then this card over here represents your internal energies, and this is strength. This is having the internal strength and the fortitude to move forward with whatever it was. Whatever this was here, this event, getting stabbed in the back, and this event over here where you've been left hanging, and or this was your behavior if you did this to other people, but you have the courage and the strength to move on from the situation. And that's what's reflected here. This lion represents your courage to move on. You have the courage to get over this. I'm looking at these cards, you know, because when I think of, remember the Wizard of Oz, and the lion was always looking for his heart, which was his courage. He didn't have a heart. He didn't have his courage. And this one here says, turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So, you know, that lion that felt like he felt like he didn't have a heart, but all along he did. He really did. He just didn't realize it. So I'm looking at this lion and this card here, and it's about you having the courage to turn your heart light on. Allow yourself to open your heart and feel loved again. And that's this attraction message over here. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Open your heart, be in the moment, and attract that love back to you if you've lost it. And have the courage to allow someone to love you. And this is this, you know, maybe this is you, your secret love. Maybe you do have feelings for somebody and you're not revealing it to them or not telling them. And this is the external energies. This is the unknown. So if this is this person, if there is someone in your life and you haven't revealed your feelings, maybe this is you with your secret emotions right here. You really do care for somebody or love somebody, but you haven't told them, and they don't know it, because this card represents the external energies. So this would be the other person. And this is a wild card that is in this particular tarot deck. Not all decks have a wild card. In fact, they don't, but this one does. And I chose to leave it in because I figured if it shows up, I'm going to go with it. And this is a situation where I feel like this person doesn't know how you feel. It's unknown. You're keeping your emotions secret. So maybe there is somebody else in your life, but because you have your heart light turned off. And here's this bird. She's got the bird right here. And here's the bird feathers and the hair of this card over here. So there's this message here about the bird, about taking flight. Go ahead and take flight. Turn on your heart light. Connect, have the courage. Have the courage to let that person know how you feel. Reflect on a time when you experienced love so that you can open up your heart if there is someone new. And maybe this just represents you not ever expressing your feelings at all. Maybe you don't. Now you're a Cancer, so you generally do. You're very expressive. Your emotions are very strong within you, but maybe you hide it. Maybe you just hide your emotions. Or you're in a position now where you're hiding it because of whatever happened here with getting stabbed in the back and being left hanging. Here's the Empress card. This is your hopes and your fears. So either you're hoping to be a mother. She represents the mother archetype. Either you're hoping to be a mother, or if you're a man, you're hoping for a woman who can be a mother to your children. And you're hoping for the wife and a mother who can marry you and have your children. Or this is a fear. Maybe you're afraid of that. Maybe you're afraid of pregnancy and afraid of motherhood and afraid of family. And that's a fear of yours. It could go either way. It's a hope or a fear. And the Empress card represents motherhood. This is the final outcome. So whatever you're hiding, whatever this unknown is, and this new relationship here, you recover from it all. This inner strength allows you here. This is the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who's in charge and in command of her emotions. So as a Cancer, this would be you anyway. And here's the full moon. The moon in the tarot deck is the card for Cancer. It's the emotions. It's intuition and emotions. And this is a person who's opened up her heart, who's living in the moment, who's taken this advice and she's living in the moment. She's turned on her heart light and allowing herself to love again. And you know what, if we put these two together, this is the conflict over here currently, where this is, there's some kind of conflicts with your emotions here. And if you've turned your emotions off, or maybe your emotions are too strong and you're too emotional, but I'm going to say it's because of the messages of these cards, it's more like you've turned it off. And you're not allowing someone to know how you feel. And this isn't her back. Like, her heart is just to the other side of these swords. So this is like stabbing in her, the opposite side of her heart. This is where the heart chakra would be. There's knives are stabbed into her heart chakra through her back. So this is the conflict, is with these emotions here, with this conflict. But here it resolves itself and you're open to your emotions in the end. Or the woman in your life, she's loving and you find this loving, nurturing woman in the end if you are the man. And here's the Nine of Swords, and this is about stress and anxiety. But I see this because usually it shows a person who's awake and can't sleep. But this person is sound asleep in this card. So I see this more as recovering from the stress and the anxiety versus feeling it in the end. I see this as recovery. You're learning how to recover from the stress and anxiety that you were experiencing over here. Feeling stuck. This also means just feeling stuck in a situation. The Hanged Man is feeling stuck. You're left hanging, but it's also about feeling stuck or feeling trapped in a situation that you can't get out of. Or feeling trapped in your single life and you don't want to be single. And this conflict is about being single. And the Hanged Man is about feeling stuck as a single person, and you don't want that. And then here could be, this card reflects, I wish I could pick these up better. This card reflects you investing into a relationship. This is you making an investment into a relationship and being generous with your emotions, being generous with yourself, just being generous in general to whoever it is that you're with and whoever it is that you desire. Maybe not expressing your love, but being generous in that relationship and very giving of yourself. This is generosity. So it's very giving of yourself into a relationship. So I see this one as recovering from the stress and anxiety that you were feeling as a single person. And then here you are in a relationship. So in the end, you've got this beautiful relationship. And if that's what you've been seeking, that's what you're going to get in the end. Now, whether it's the same relationship and you work things out and you repair it, this could be the same relationship and just feeling that love and opening your heart and expressing your love to this person so they're no longer left in the dark. You know, this is that unknown card where they don't know, they don't have a clue how you feel. And this is that secret emotions. Maybe this is you hiding your emotions. And then you finally reveal it and you let that person know how you feel, and here you are with that person. So that's your love reading for the month, Cancer. I've also done a general reading. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. It's a brand new channel. It's hard to find me. So if you subscribe, you can turn off all notifications, but at least then you know how to get back to me if you found some value in this. If it didn't really resonate with you, you might want to check your rising sign. Your rising sign also has some insight into your relationships and into your life if you check that one out as well. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next month. Take care and God bless.